Well, I came to do this video for international security, right? If international security was look at my hair, you probably can't see it the way you're supposed to see it for at the time right now, but it is a funny situation concerning that also because I was standing by a building after I walked past these girls that was looked like they had a network of when I was coming outside and stuff. And then when I stopped at the building where they knew I was going, I leaned on the gate. I didn't know even if there was other people in their apartment, but they opened the window and then foul chemistry came that I know that they must have demoralized Element Empress and did something wrong. And then when I walked right back around the corner, she said, "Yeah, take that to your house." And my hair was out, and I had to go wash my hair again, and it was already braided. So I'm just gonna leave it like what they did. But anyway, listen to this. If international security was looking for a sign of physics to know if the world was gonna end, now I'm gonna give you a couple of examples. If I make my wife the Empress, right? If I make my wife, and then she came from nowhere when I made her. Then if I make my caretakers and also I make international security through time, and then she's like, "Why did you do that?" But she remember she's an Earth, so she's an Element Empress. This is the reason of your dignity of your social habitation. Then she says, "Why did you do something like that?" Then I say, "That's for my own safety at a time, and on top of it, you don't even know how I made you, and you want to know how I made that." Then I warn my caretakers, like, yo, if she asks you questions and play you close too much and you entertain her too much instead of me, your life is going to be in danger. That's the first sign. When she tells you don't worry about me, then she starts having children telling you not to worry about me. And then on top of it, they try to head bust niggas through using a digital system and radios, cell phones, televisions. When they try to do funny things, your life is going to be in danger at a time, and I'm saving my life. Now, think about this. I'm the creator of all creation, and I'm on social recovery from a traumatic experience. And then on top of it, I took time out to take a social recovery for myself. People won't bother me because you learn about humane conditions, stress, and everything. And then you think about your own life and what it is to be irritated in consciousness and a person really socially recovering. How scary do you think the situation is for a couple people and the things that they're doing? Now, it's just like a person saying their family and every day they're questioning the person and every day they irritating the person, they're trying to forge the person's life as they're going forward. And a man saved his own life and his own social recovery. Now, I don't believe in fraud because they can get caught. But the funny situation about stuff like that, like, what do you think? If they're keeping you, I know international security and also my caretakers have signs for themselves to know if a person made them and is the reason of their creation. Now, there's no excuse for babying other people and trying to keep them away and saying, so, all right, I lived that life, but it's social recovery. So that means I should be living a wonderful life. So think about this, right? Now, you think about your own recovery in physics and the paradigm of time. And remember, I'm the one that made prosthetic legs, prosthetic legs, prosthetic limbs, and all type of things for other individuals at a time. They're not on my level, so their physics is different from mine. Now, think about this, right? Now, if international security was looking for a sign that the world was going to end, and my wife is playing my caretakers in international security close, and she's the leading point of the social habitation of our physics, some of them, and there's different star empresses because the overall empress, my other wife, one of my main wives, at certain positions is a different empress. That's the crown empress at different positions. So the overall empress at the time is different. So you have one wife that you nitpicking, asking you questions all day, leading her sacracy that's already acting ignorant to to your social habitation of your human condition, of your hard work and ethics because of wrong that they already did and they scared of, then they telling you not to pay attention to your consciousness that made you. So it's literally your consciousness. So it's like a person wanting you to be stupid a certain type of way at a time so they can manipulate you. And then if you got to save your life, and even in regard in secrecy, how would you do something like that even at a time if a person's already doing wrong from telling you not to pay attention to what you should really be concerned about even in life at a time? Now this goes for my caretakers and also international security. So that person would be guiding your conscience, and I'm on social recovery, so you should think about what I'm really saying, and from Boogie Night. So you should think about the situation. So if a person was guiding your conscience, what are they guiding your conscience to do to you in a level of physics, in a paradigm of time? Because right now we in, what is this, May, tell you the exact date, May 16, 2020. So May 16, 2020. So what do you think a person's guiding you to happen to you in physics? And because it's a universal law, so the magnetic energy from physics carries a certain type of way in a vibrational current, and it already happened in the overall. So everybody's supposed to be, this is why I made international security, because you learn about regard, you learn about safety, you learn about certain other things. Now, if you have a person that's the overall at the time, then I didn't call my wives to manifest certain of my wives a certain type of star empresses at certain times. That's the outer regard. What do you think could possibly happen to you a certain type of way? That would be kind of ignorant, listening to other people's social economics, and even voting. Voting would be considered like a migrant or irritation to stupidity at times, right? And I'm the reason of all social dignities. All right. So let's think about this. If she's already trying to find out your source of your safety, and somebody already did wrong, what is possibly going to happen to you? Okay, so all international security, all my caretakers, or all social economics can think about that. Now, if and on top of it, I put it on my Facebook. So, the videos on Facebook are of this day and time, so you should check out my Facebook. Ralph Lane, check out my Facebook. So this is something else I'm going to say now. Now, think about this, right? If a chick already did wrong to me, and then I took away her power from her doing wrong to me or causing death to the family's social dignities at a time, right? Why are you building mechanics to help a person that's considered like even the main empress, the real crown empress of the whole original overall, no matter what position, doesn't want that person to have some things a certain type of way at a time? Then it's like having a disease in your body. You see this like acupuncture and all type of stuff. I'm different. This is the real healing, the real regard and safety. But a chick that's having you build all type of mechanics, rewiring things, using purple lights and all type of funny things, trying to get power and trying to find a person's nervous system that is beyond them a certain type of way. And I'm already on social recovery, and on top of it, I'm on a celestial earth with cellular activity that generates matter, and I'm here myself. Not like I'm literally here myself. What is a person trying to learn about me? And then on top of it, I'm already here. What the fuck? Are you crazy? Now, if you building mechanics for a person that already went off, that the crown empress originally put away, and she don't even want the inner point to know who she originally put them away a certain type of way. What are you building mechanics on the year of the element, 2020? I hope you see what I'm saying. And it's also the year of the element, stone, jewel, and element. What are you building? What the fuck would you be building mechanics for a chick that the empress doesn't even want and wants to put away? What sense would that make, right? Okay. What type of disease are you building for that chick? Because it's already irritating my consciousness, and I'm the one that made everything in creation, and then it's irritating my wife. So if it was insurance, I'm sure about it. So that alone, that situation alone is like, oh my God. I just don't want to say nothing. It's just like, I can't, wow. I can't believe it. With certain things, people are building mechanics for a person that is looking like a disease to a person that I could glance at that person if I don't like them and it's a wrap. Now, my wife could do certain things a certain type of way, not to my experience, or to what the reality of what I can really do and what my wife can do, but she can't go do all that I can do. But if I look at that person, I already know that I'm the creation himself that made everything, and then I'm looking at that person like, nah, that's not good. What the fuck do you think? If my wife had to lie to herself to like meditation and try to calm down her emotions, like you ever see somebody get excited and they want to react to something that's going on, and then they have to humble their reality and calm down because they don't want to lose their life in careless people's hand that doesn't care, that doesn't know what's going on, that is really a point of beyond serious. I'm gonna explain this. So what do you think what would happen to an individual a certain type of way? So what do you think? Now, if a person's building mechanics for a person that's already off, that's like that's like, you ever seen rust or element toxic in an element? What type of physics are you following that's causing that toxic kind of chemistry in even building? Because if you're going against natural order, it's way off. What are you building? Because I'm wondering in myself, I'm like, wow, I just can't believe the way certain things was happening, and I'm wondering like, what the fuck are you really building? Is that like, what type of giant disease you wiring walls and lights for a bitch, a irritation that could be off? Yo, I just don't want to speak about intelligence at the time. I'm just not going to say nothing anymore. I'm just like, I'm shocked about the situation. Wow. Anyway, all right. You ever see organisms, how they form, and why would an empress that could walk and have planets in her get sick and fall down and say what's wrong with her at the time? She's like somebody's trying to steal her power. Oh, what time in the paradigm? Oh, I was there. Yo, I just don't want, I can't help you if you going there a certain type of way. No, I can't do nothing for you because those people are really trying to kill you at that time. You should have watched what you reflected on and where you were going. It's just like a sign. You ever seen a sign of it says toxic a sign that tells you toxic something, or or barricaded and tells you don't enter. It's for a reason. It's a warning sign for a reason, because you possibly could get hurt. So everything shows you certain signs for a reason. This is what signs are, even in physics. Like if international security was looking for signs in physics that the world could end, if people are supposed to listen to me, do as I say. If anything else happens from besides of what I say, that's already the sign of the end of the world. You're already saying creation. What do you think? It's like natural. This is why you have physics even in order, law enforcement in order. It's like, what? It's already gonna go bad, right? So that's a natural sign. So if you're supposed to listen to me, you have to listen to me. So if you do anything else besides that, that's the sign of the end of the world. There's nothing else to say about it. It's just like this, it depends on how serious and critical the situations of social economics and yo, take it from there. I just gotta be safe. I gotta be happy. I don't want to feel any type of uncomfort in any type of way. I don't want no foul chemistry. It's just like me. I'm the real rider, real Osiris. I put individuals away with my wife in ancient times, wrapped them. Some of them were supposed to wake up at certain times if something happened. Some of them, that's what they were made for. Some of them was made for that. Some of them was made for safety. Some of them they just was around so long. They just needed resting time. They had to be woken up. And then you have some of them that my wife said, that shit can't be alive. And I don't want that shit showing any type of example to anybody else in the physical reality. If me and my wife had put certain things away, and then a person's trying to wake other things up at a time that's not supposed to be woken up at a time. That's like, it was already setting off the Empress's chemistry in the physical reality. It was irritating the Crown Empress consciousness in her body, and if she put it away, what did you let loose? And then on top of it, if you're building mechanics for a chick that not supposed to have power at the time because she did wrong and it got taken away from her at a certain time, then on top of it, you're trying to help her in a paradigm and you build a mechanic. That's like a real disease, organism, whatever you're building. And if you're letting other things go, wouldn't you realize the signs of that type of situation, of funny other things and stuff? Wouldn't you have realized it? Like, I thought a person would have been smart enough to realize that, like, yo, damn, you waking up things that you didn't come to me, you didn't ask my permission, things are happening certain ways, you didn't tell me, yo, this so-and-so, this, that, and the other. How do you feel about doing this? Do you remember this? It's just like, I own the World Trade Center. They went after me when I owned the World Trade Center. I end up in Boogie Night. All right, I'm in Boogie Night. While I'm recovering, they took down the World Trade Center. They put a fucking plane through. What the fuck was people thinking? People were already trying to get. It's like getting classified documents of instructions of something goes wrong and knowing somebody's historical event to keep you safe, to know the difference from right from wrong. And then if you helping people that didn't want you to know the difference, what you think that's right? Well, I don't think that's wrong, because what are they hiding, right? Oh, okay. Depending on who's doing it also, right? Oh, okay. Wow, I thought I could have thought that individuals would have knew the difference. And then on top of it, I'm gonna be real, right? I have this person that's in my house that's irritating my consciousness. I'm in social recovery from a traumatic event. Anything off that's literally off, I could instantly sense it if it bothers the vibrational conduct or current even at the time. There's nothing else to say. It's just like, oh man. And I'm Croatian. You don't want to take my word for it? If you continue with that, I don't want to hear an excuse. It's just like planting a fruit tree, and going to your wife's house and say, yo, listen, I put this here for I can eat and come here sometime to eat. You have way more than enough for yourself and you can survive. I have to go to work and come back. And then one day I come there and then she sends somebody, tells me, oh, no, you can't. What? What the fuck are you talking about? I can't get whatchamacallit. One is for nourishment. Two, I might need it for some other medicine to do something else. And three, you telling me I can't get it? And you don't even know how I made it. You just telling me, what? Yo, listen. Okay, good. Man, there's nothing else to say. That example alone, whoever they sent to tell me that, is going to follow all through physics and other orders. So you're good to go. You're good to go with that type of funny example. When I was John Franklin Kennedy, I told you, if there's not pretty and sexy people on television, you're going to have a problem when it comes to social habitation and appearance and the social economics of equality. People didn't believe me. All right. Then started setting other moves, funny little things, funny faces, and people want to joke and laugh. And then things don't be a laughing and joking matter, then all type of other things happen. Well, you should have listened to me when I said it, exactly what I said when I was John Franklin Kennedy. You should have just did exactly what I told you. Always had pretty people on view side. Okay, listen to this, man. If an individual, listen, there's stars that don't even want to know other stars, that don't want to hear certain things from other stars at a time, even in the constellation or astrology. It's like being a stomach star, and then me, I'm the crown, but I'm the overall, even the reason of the space. Imagine a stomach star telling the crown star, this, that, and the other. Nigga don't want to hear that. He looking at the nigga like a weirdo, or you look like a fucking weirdo. You ain't gonna expose what the fuck is going on. Get the fuck out. Other people don't even want that shit to even be seen to be. And then a person was, you want my guts out there to be shining and exposed. Who the fuck? Yo, nigga, if real star beings out of regard or out of plan, even of this earth and other planets and earths, is the kind of thing. Are you fucking stupid? Niggas do martial arts, regard, safety, all type. And you want the guts to make an appearance? That shit, back in the days you would have told me that, And I would have looked at you, and I would have been wondering how fast could you fade out in front of my eyes and stuff. Yo, for real. Like common sense. Like, how would you help somebody? Yo, some people are calling other people to do something. Why is somebody else or other people calling other things that look like it was put away because it already caused a problem, and then other people want to manipulate you? It's just like ninjas being put away that was real off. Imagine ninjas, and I'm the head of the ninja galaxy. Imagine putting away ninjas that was weird, real off. They did the most stupidest, fucked up things, and then a person said that shit cannot be in secrecy because secrecy is sacred. That shit would have fucked up secrecy. Put that shit away. And then you have people just letting this shit go through time, and they don't know the overall whole picture of the historical event and what it caused or what was going on. What disease are you letting go in the Empress? That's a ninja that could have even been finger jabbed, hit with poison dart at a time, because there's another stupido that just walked and did something. It's just like when I went to Haiti, and then this dude named Bob and stuff, right? We walking in the street, yo, there was somebody standing in the street calling him to come there. It looked weird already. But I'm like, I'm not going to it. It can't be calling me, because I wouldn't be going to something like that. You know what I'm saying? The way, whatever it was, it had to come to me before I go to it. And then it was calling the nigga, and then the nigga just looked, he went in a daze, and he started walking towards this shit. I looked at the nigga, yo, what the fuck you want? Yo, nigga, come here. I grabbed him. Yo, a half a second. A car moving at, it had to be moving at 90, 100 miles per hour. Yo, this far away from his nose, this far away from just collapsing his whole fucking body. Yo, I pulled him back so far that it almost skinned his nose. He would have been splatter food. Like, Haiti just went through the earthquake. He would have been a mess on the whole road, and then on top of it, the things that was happening all the way leading to that moment. And I said, oh my God. Imagine a person that does something stupid, that can't handle a situation, and then you let it go at a time and don't know the whole historical event or start. Oh my God. Wow. Yo, I'm the real Ra, and I'm here, creation himself. What the fuck were you thinking, bruh? Oh my God. And then on top of it, you had people already, when Hillary Clinton was going for presidency, you had people that took down the Confederate flag. They were going after land. What? I tried to save her life on a Sanders shit. Oh my God. It was so hard concentrating around that time, because the people that was living in the next room next to me was already giving me migraines. I could have made a YouTube video, but it was so hard to concentrate. I was like, yo, the situations I was seeing, I was like, my best safety was SanDisk at the time. That's it. Wow. Yo, I'm still thinking about, like, imagine helping people that the Empress put away herself, that she felt she couldn't have that a part of her habitation. And there's a year of reflection, the year of the element, the year of the stone, jewel, and element. We didn't even get to the depth of the reality, even though we're going there soon. And then, oh my God, I don't know. Yo, listen, I'm not even driving a car, and I made all the jewels, and I'm the real Ra Osiris. What direction are you heading in? What nightmare? Whoever you listen to is like a nightmare. I almost died already. I'm on social recovery, and I'm not even driving. So whatever other direction you're going, I don't know what to tell you, man. Yo, listen, international security, don't say I didn't try to warn you. It was 2020. I've been doing this since 2013. Actually, way before that, from 2011, 12. Don't say I didn't try to warn you to save your life. I try to save my life for the world with an end. So if something happens, all this till this time, all these questions and all the ways that people have been acting, that's on you. That has nothing to do with me. You know your own problem. That shit has nothing to do with me, because I'm gonna be real. I tried to warn you, I tried to save your life and tell you common sense so many ways. Sometimes it's good to a person, everybody be possessed and walk it, doing something accordingly for they could do things the right way. But it's just like raising a person, like I said, that did something wrong, even caused wrong things to happen in magic to the Empress. And the Empress said, I can't tell anything, that shit gotta go put away. And then me and my wife had to literally go hunt situations down, or she had to go get the other Empresses to go hunt the situation down, or I had to go send my child, no, my children or ninjas to go get the situation, put the situation, and then mad time passing and you start letting go things. Yo, I'm creation himself. If it's not going my way, then yeah, bro. You heard of pressure? You ever heard of blood pressure? You ever heard of the wrong type of pressure? You'll be surprised. You ever heard of bad blood? You'll be surprised at certain things that can happen. There's nothing else to tell you. It's just like, what? Oh, you want to learn physics? And you let that shit go? Oh, yo, bro. Wow. Yeah, yo, man, I'm gonna go kind of far and try to make sure I'm okay. I already tried to save my life. I think I'm gonna have to call one of my wild star empresses, a literal star empress, to be separate from her from a position, but because I never believe in anything sacrifice, but she would have to handle the situation. If it gets too crazy, she's gonna have to handle the situation herself, because I'm gonna just have to apart her from me, for she can handle her own situation in the same type of surrounding atmosphere. That's it. Wow. She would hear this and she would cry because of what you're causing to happen. Oh my God. The things that some of y'all may have did is just like, what? Hey, you got a chick that's in the next room. Before I made this video, I was thinking about like the bitch. It was like she was trying to break into the neural activity of my wife's brain, and I just recovered from a gunshot, and I'm beyond the first of all command, and my wife is the second in command, even in your social dignity, your energy, your matter, your star chart. She's gonna end up getting my wife's brains blown out. I'm looking at her like, I'm listening to the shit in the next room like, yo, I don't know what star chart that shit is from, but I just know, yo, when certain things happen, I don't want to be a part of that at all. Yo, I'm going to look at my wife. I'm just not even going to turn around. You see, there goes another hater. But yo, I don't got to make too many videos. We'll speak another time.